I'm creating this video to show a friend of mine how to create a segment on Strava because the Strava website, the Strava official video, is way out of date. So to create a segment, first let me show you that on this ride there are several segments already. So there's one for Lower Tower Road. Let me get rid of this. Lower Tower Road, which is Schermerhorn Road, Schermerhorn Road, Schermerhorn Road. Somebody created a whole mess of them. There's one for Fred Snow Road. There's one for George Cannon Road. And there's one for a downhill on East Lee. So it kind of looks like there is the possibility of creating a segment here. Maybe just this little uphill here is what I'll choose. Okay. So if I wanted to create a segment for that little uphill, what I would do is click on the little wrench, choose Create Segment. And you got to wait for the map to load. Once it's loaded, I'm going to stretch this way over to the end. And I believe the segment was right about there. So right around 20.5 miles to 21.7. So I'm going to slide this forward. Quite a delay here. Let's keep going. Keep going. And I am almost at the bottom there. So to make fine adjustments, I use this thing. And it will slowly move forward. Should slowly move forward. Okay, one more. There we go. So that looks like I'm at the very bottom of that climb. And if I wanted to, I could drag this map up and zoom in. They don't let you zoom in as closely as I would like. But okay, so I remember that little pond. I think I'm going to bump this starting point up to right at the river. So I'm going to go forward, and now I'm just slightly beyond that little river. So then, and then what's the name of this road? Because of my segment, Ed Jones Road. So I am going to do the climb up to here. Uh-oh, I broke off. So I'm going to only make it up to Stebbins. So I'm going to do Ed Jones all the way up to Stebbins. So now I got to move the endpoint backwards till I get to I just moved the front point. All right, I got to move the front point backwards. Back down to the whoops. It's a little touchy. So I got to move the start point backward down to the brook. Okay, forward one. Then I want to move the end point backward, way back. And I want to move it forward until I get to Stebbins Road. So I'm almost to Stebbins. And right about there, I'm at Stebbins. So then I'm going to click Next. I'm going to say, now it says there's a very similar segment called Ed Jones Road, which I did not see. I'll create the new segment just to show you how to do it, and then I'll delete the segment. So I'll call it Ed Jones Road. Delete this. Note to myself. And I'll do Create. And what'll happen is sometime later that segment will start showing up and it will be populated with all the leaders. So that's it. Sorry this took so long. I had a couple of mistakes in it and I'm not going to edit it. It's just for a friend. So that's it. Have fun.